Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to film a different video because I want this channel to not only just be about like mommy lifestyle or being a teen mom, but I want it to be just anything really. Today is for sure a mom day. I am looking like this, ponytail. I never wear ponytails, but you know, it's happening today. And I'm also a little bit sick, so I might sound a little bit congested, but it's going away, and thank goodness for that, because yesterday, I think it was absolutely terrible. Oh my God, I hated it. I hate being sick. I hate having the cold. I actually gave it to my son, which I feel really terrible about. So hi, if you don't know me, I'm Taylor. I'm 19 years old. I had a baby at 18 and got pregnant at 17, and now he's almost 10 months old. Did any of that make sense? I don't know, but we're gonna go with it. So, today, I'm going to make a story time. I don't know if I'm gonna regret making the story. I'm actually debating on if I should actually do it. We're gonna do a story time on a friend that I had a couple years ago. So, backstory, when I was 17 years old, I got a job at this fast food restaurant. It's pretty popular where I live, and I worked there for a while. Also, that banging noise is my child walking around in his walker. Hi, buddy. That's nice. You razzing? So, I had a job at this restaurant. So when I was new, we will call this guy John. When I first started working there, he already was working there, and he was my trainer. He is my age. We went to different high schools, and I forgot to mention I was like 16 at this time. Just got this job, was getting trained by John, okay? Everything was good, you know, everything was great. So I'm getting trained, everything is going good. What am I saying? I keep saying the same thing over and over again, and I really need to stop. He's training me on the register, the front register. I'm learning, everything's good. Again, everything is just fantastic, right? A few weeks went by, and we started talking, nothing more than friends. We were talking, having fun. During work, I don't know what you do with your coworkers, but we were talking and we became friends. And we started hanging out outside of work. Now, at this time, I had a boyfriend. Since I started working there, I had a boyfriend, and he got a girlfriend like a month after I joined. We were both taken, okay? We were nothing more than friends, and I'm gonna keep repeating that over and over and over again. We're nothing more than friends, but we hang out, okay? A boy and a girl, they can be friends, right? We would hang out a lot after work or before work, and we were just talking. This was like my closest friend. We would talk about literally everything. We'd talk about our boyfriend or my boyfriend, talk about his girlfriend, talk about like relationship problems, talk about our life, our family, school, everything, our future, literally everything. And we would get into like deep conversations, happy conversations, literally anything. He was like my closest friend. He was the person that I went to. We've never been to each other's houses except to pick us up or drop us off. Never inside, nothing like that. Only in our cars would we hang out, or we would go walk around the mall or something like that. So, since we were hanging out so much, our coworkers started questioning us on if we're dating or something else, and we weren't. So we would tell them that we weren't, but they kept like asking and asking and asking. They were assuming that we were hooking up. Yeah. So this was like 3 years ago, so I don't remember all of this perfectly, but the coworkers that were like adults, like 20 plus years old, would hang out and like get drunk together, and they would talk about us a lot, which is really creepy because we were 16 and they're like grown adults with children talking about us in a sexual way. There's this one guy in particular that really creeps me out still. He still creeps me out. He went into full-on detail about what we were doing together, and none of it was true. But of course they're gonna believe him, you know. They're gonna believe him, and more rumors got spread that we were like having sex or whatever, when we weren't. We've never kissed, we never did anything near that, okay? So those rumors were going around. It honestly didn't bother me that much because I knew that it wasn't true. It didn't really bother him that much either, I don't think. His girlfriend actually worked with us, and I'll tell you this. Me and her were working on drive-thru. I was taking orders and she was like taking the payment and stuff. So we are like back to back with each other, okay? In like a tiny little area. And one of my managers comes up and she's like, hey, can I talk to you? She's talking to his girlfriend. And then she goes, yeah. And then she's like, apparently Taylor and your boyfriend have been sleeping together and it's been going on for a while now. I just thought that you should know. And I turn around and I'm just like watching them have this conversation and I'm like, is this actually happening right now? Like I am standing right here and none of that even happened. Like did they just like hate us or did they actually think that something was going on? Like I will never know. But after that, his girlfriend didn't really say anything to her, but she was acting all sad the rest of the shift and I was like talking to her and I'm like, you know that's not true, right? And she's like, yeah, I know. Like she won't stick up for us. Little things like that would keep happening. I don't know. I don't know why this was happening. I don't know why this always happens to me at work. Like, I don't know. It happened at my first job too. Something pretty similar. We continued to hang out like normal until I got pregnant when I was 17. We both ended up quitting that job and I got a job at a retail store in the mall and he got a job at a little shop at the mall also. And I didn't like my job, I didn't like retail, so I decided to get a job with him again. At this time, when I got that job, I was pregnant, but I didn't know it yet. It was very, very early on. I enjoyed it. I was working with my closest friend, good pay. I was liking it. And then I found out that I was pregnant and then I started getting really terrible morning sickness, which really lasted all day. I had to quit because I was calling in every day anyways. So I quit and I think that made John a little bit mad because then he was like texting me kind of being a little bit petty, I would say. I know this sounds absolutely terrible, but I was so sick, like anything would make me feel sick. Okay, so at this job that I worked at, the last job before I quit, the smell made me so sick. And the thought of anything to do with that job made me throw up. So the people who worked there, the smell, the stuff we would sell, anything would make me throw up. So anytime I would get a text from him, I would want to go throw up. It's crazy, I know, and it might sound kind of rude, but it's true. I felt like throwing up every time he would text me, so I cut him off. Also, there's like some other reasons why I cut him off, but I don't really want to mention them on here, but I just didn't want to be around him. I thought it would be best for me and my baby to cut him off, so that's what I did. He got pissed, and he went crazy. I blocked him on everything, and he messaged my boyfriend at the time, my baby's dad, and was saying, like, why did Taylor block me and all this stuff? And then he was saying stuff like, man, I gotta tell you something, but like I'm kind of scared to. And then he made up this whole story that we slept together. He went into full-on detail and he said, I think that baby is mine. So when my boyfriend sent me those screenshots, I laughed. I was laughing so hard because what the hell? Who makes a story up like that? He's freaking crazy. I don't even know. I don't know, but he's crazy. And he does this to other people too. He's done so many other messed up stuff to other people that now he came to me. So of course that made my boyfriend question me and my actions, but in the end, he honestly knew that it wasn't true, because he knows what type of guy John is. But he just wanted to make sure, and sure enough, it wasn't true. So in the end, everything was fine. It took a lot of questioning from my boyfriend, but everything was fine. Cut him off all my pregnancy, didn't talk to him at all. My boyfriend at the time didn't talk to him at all. It was fine. Didn't hear anything back from him. Until Grayson was like 5 months old, I think. He got one of those texting apps and texted me and like wrote this big apology. If you know this, when you become a mom, especially like a young mom, you don't really have a lot of friends and you're lonely. So you'll take anyone that you can get, right? So he started talking to me again, and I started talking to him. I didn't accept his apology, but I agreed to have a friendship with him again. We started talking again, we were catching up. We talked for a month or two, and then I found out some more stuff about him that he did to our friends, and things that he was lying to me about, and I really just don't want that type of person around my baby, and I know it was my fault for letting him back in my life again. But like I said, I just wanted friends. I wanted someone to talk to, and I knew that we had like a really close relationship before, so I just wanted that back. But I guess that's just not meant to be. So I cut him off slowly, eventually told him like, I don't think we should talk anymore, and here's why. So I told him why. He thought it was BS. He always thinks it's BS. He's always defending himself, even though he's wrong. Do you see this zit? It's annoying me a lot. It's because I popped it, so now it's like bloody. Anyways, he was not happy for the reason why I didn't want to talk to him anymore, but I thought it was pretty valid. Anyone that knows him knows that it's a valid reason, but he just doesn't understand that. Since we had such a close relationship, you know, I told him a lot of my personal stuff, and he went and posted it. He posted my personal stuff, which is really nice, awesome. Yeah, it doesn't really, I mean, okay, it's really embarrassing because now people that I know this stuff, but at the same time, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. Share my personal stuff. I don't care. He already did it, so it's already out there. At the time, I was really embarrassed and scared because I didn't want that out there, and he knew that. He knew how hurt I was and everything. But he didn't care because he doesn't actually care about me. Just really sad because we had a really good relationship going, but that's over. I'm not letting him back up in my life again. But I learned my lesson twice. But when he posted it, it got like 1 like, and he lost followers, so I really hope he's happy that he did that. I hope it just like made some sparks fly in him from doing that, because there was really no point on it. I didn't comment on it, I didn't like it, I didn't tell him anything about it, nothing. I just let it happen. I bet he feels so cool now. Anyways, that was the story, but it's unfortunate that some people are like that, and they will use your personal information to their advantage and use it against you. It really sucks, but it happens, and you'll get over it. It's fine. That's pretty much all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully this is okay to post. I don't really know what I'm doing with my life, but here it is. Enjoy. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.